what's going on, guys? It's Gino here from Top Notch Gaming, coming at you with a second place Invoked Mekk-Knight Sky Striker deck profile at Toronto Regional. I believe it was 270 people, and his only loss was to Jesse Cotton with our own Justin Days. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Alright, boys, so you play 47 cards in main. I feel like that's correct because you're playing 3 engines in your deck. So getting versatility for all the engines is very necessary, and maxing out on all of them is key to winning. So you play obviously triple Alistair, the Invoker. This starts up all your combo plays, and it's just really good with the Sky Striker cards because it essentially just gives you so much advantage and pushes for OTKs. For Mekk-Knights, you play 2 blue sky, 2 purple, 1 yellow star, and 1 indigo. So you're only playing 6. I feel like this was correct because when you're playing this, you're not gaining too much advantage, but when you play this, you're gaining a lot of advantage because you can have a Makaba, and then when you banish this and let's say you did the Alistair Link and then you did the double Makaba play, this just allows you to have a monster in hand besides the Alistair, so you're saving the Alistair for your battle and protecting your Makabas at all times. And this was so clutch because I played I played a lot of anti-meta and Altergeist, and when they'd flip up a floodgate that I couldn't out, I would bait them out summoning blue sky, getting the ogre out of their hand, and then I would summon the yellow star and then just pop the floodgate that I had the most troublesome with, and then I would just OTK. For hand traps, you play triple ogre, triple gamma in the driver, double droll, and double ash. For this format, I think Ghost Ogre is insane because stopping the firewall is essential. And people that are greedy and want to push more in Goki and just make the summon source, and they feel like they're protected and you just ogre them, they get punished so hard because of the fact that they can't recur after that. Gamma's the same thing, but it's just really good because there was this one round I went Afterburners target a Nap Beast. He said chain effect negate by milling 2 for cost, and I chain Gamma. So it was just really clutch to out problematic monsters like that. Ash is Ash, so you don't have to argue with this card. You always have to play this card. Droll was essential because you face a lot of Goki decks. I played 2 of this deck and then Sky Strikers. And Sky Strikers, this deck can't push through multiple negations. And that's why I think the Mekk-Knights are really good, is because it can allow you to push through negations, but it has a really hard time playing through negations. So you have to stop them as fast as you can. That's it for the monsters. I believe it's 27. For the spells, you play triple startup engage, triple drones, and these 2. I felt no need to play Widow Anchor because you're just going second anyway, and if you're afraid of a monster that you shouldn't be afraid of because your deck just outs it regardless, then you're playing the deck wrong. And Widow Anchor is not good because you're never gonna have that one instance with the Mekk-Knights where you'll have a monster on board and the Widow Anchor's dead, or stuff like that. So that's why I played these 2, is because they're always live even when the Mekk-Knights are on board, because when you do this, you have the versatility because you set it, and then you banish a Nightfall, let's say, and then you just have the versatility of this, and then you have a card in hand, so then you can recur after. That's it for the Sky Striker spell cards. For the Invoked cards, I played 3 Meltdown, 3 Terraforming, 3 Invocation, very necessary, I don't care what anyone says, and 1 Book of the Law. This card was glued to my hand the whole regionals, man, and it wasn't a bad thing because it would just save me from getting my Alistair Link punished with the ogre, and then it would just save me time to OTK and time and stuff. Now this is where I think I was correct with my deck, is I played triple Mind Control in main, mainly because I was expecting a lot of Sky Strikers, and I didn't want the Ray to recur where they could put up interruption and just plus it harder than they actually can already. So I felt like this was necessary, especially since I was playing the Sky Striker cards. I could just get recursion off of them and just constantly plus. And then this was also really correct, was triple Twin Twisters in main. Obviously, because of Altergeists and Sky Strikers because they set up multiple negations and you just don't want that. And this was like outstanding versus Sky Strikers because they would multi-roll on end phase and I would hold it because I would play my Mekk-Knights, so I'd hold it, and then end phase I would chain Twin Twisters, target their multi-roll sets, and then you just get banished, and then I just win next turn because the deck's just like that. And then I play 2 Desires, and very, very, I don't know what that word is, standard. For side deck, I played triple red reboot because Altergeists and like anti-meta because I lose to Floodgates. But like, this card was insane. Now this was the spice. I played triple Sanctum and 1 Scythe. I faced a Crusadia guy, and I opened this, and I was still able to combo and push in time, and I still got it. But when you resolve this, I resolved this against Jesse Kotton, game 2, and it was just game because he overextended into like before he linked, and I just punished him with this because like it's just broken, and he wasn't expecting me to go first after I lost game 1, so like he just got demolished in that game. And then after I made Boral Sword, but like shout outs to Jesse, he's the best player in Canada. And then I played 3 Kaijus, double Gamma Seal and Kamungus. This was for the Goki matchup and also for Sky Strikers. It depended if I wanted to go first or second, and if I chose to go second, these were always coming in because these were just like I could summon it, get rid, no Ray, and then summon it wherever I want to, and then just start recurring off of my Mekk-Knights. I played triple Called by the Grave inside. I don't feel like this card should be main. Like, you're not really afraid of hand traps besides Droll, and even at Droll, like, you could still make a decent board. Like, I got Drolled a lot this tournament, and yet I still ended with, like, a Macabre Negate, plus, like, my Mekk-Knight. So, like, I had a lot of damage on board, and, like, even if I was forced to go first, like, this, it wasn't... I sided out my Mekk-Knights going first every time for this, and then the artifacts. But, yeah, this card's, like, really good. I'm happy it went down to 2. And then last card inside, I played double Scapegoat for going first. This card's insane. Like, basically says free link or free game because you make Boral Sword and then you just kill them. That's it for side. It's 15. For extra deck, you play double Macabre, standard, Purgatrio, and Raijin. Also standard because like they're just the best invoked monsters. Then the link. This card's retarded. Like, it's so strong. It just creates so much advantage for you. Boral Sword because this card's insane. And then 2 Kagari and a Hayate. A lot of people at the event were asking me why I did not play Shizuku for going first. And I said there's no reason to because, like, the Kagari gets you to the same thing. Plus, like, an interruption if you think about it. Like, and, like, the Shizuku will get you to a card that won't necessarily help you in the long run. It'll just help you throughout your next turn, and then like it won't do that much. Like, I rather just have this, they'll destroy this, or like there's no... Okay, so like if you're playing these and you're playing Shizuku, you're doing it like wrong because Shizuku is a card for you to go first, and this deck always wants to go second, and then you should be playing to go second and be playing to be aggressive as possible and just win. So like these were definitely the correct ratios for the Sky Strikers. I played 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Goblin. Ripped to Goblin. It's not easy to do the Boral Sword OTK anymore, but these were really clutch, especially this under Anti-Spell and Imperial Order, where I could just be like, because like a lot of people ordered me on standby and I was like chain drones, summon Alistair, effect search, and then I'll just make the Phoenix and then just get rid of the problem. All these cards are like really stupid. I'm glad they got Goblin hit because like now the Goki stuff can get hit. And then I played 1 Link Rebo and 1 Link Spider for the Scapegoats. This card's actually really good. Like, so good.
Right.
That's it.
Any shout outs?
Shout out to Top Notch Gaming. All my sponsors, Jean, Jacob, Kevin. We actually planned it like horribly. We went the night before at 1 a.m. I ran on no sleep the whole event, and I just dominated. Like after round 6, I got into my zone, and it was just like insane. But shout out to Jean again. Like shout out to Abdullah, Hamza. They all got me to where I am now. So like I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys, signing out. Peace.